Oh boy, I tell you, I don't know what it's going to take to get through to some of you. Sometimes it could bring you down, but it's okay. I got a pick me up that never fails. Come on in,
Mr.
Lou.
Digglepuss. Mr. Digglepuss! Oh, I think he's afraid of my shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Why you be like me? I'm brave because I fear nothing when I am in the right. Whoever pushes me around will find me full of fight. I fear nothing when I do nothing wrong, and so I toddle on my way and sing a merry song.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Luz. Thank you so much. This is the gospel according to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you for joining me once again, my friends. I hope all is well with you guys. As always, I invite you to hit the like, to share, and to subscribe. Make sure you remain subscribed. And of course, if you care to, you can hit the super thanks feature on each and every one of my videos right down below. All right, guys, let's talk about Mr. Terrific. Okay, I did a video a couple of days ago, and I gotta admit, I was being a little rascally with that video. I was being very facetious in the way that I titled the video, in the way that I did the thumbnail, because I knew that there are so many of you out there who judge videos or rush to the comment section based solely on the title. You don't even listen to what people have to say, to what I have to say. And I put so much thought into my presentation. But yes, and so I got a comment section full of people who didn't know what the physick they were talking about. And I like that because it actually makes me laugh, especially when they get to insulting me because they feel like they're disagreeing with me. And I want to just show you real quick, guys, because the question has come up regarding Mr. Terrific. And Mr. Terrific, as I said before, has turned out to be something of a breakout star of Superman 25. And the conversation is about this character, and whether this character should get his own project, things like that. He seems to be very popular. A lot of people are talking about him. And some people are saying, believe it or not, you guys can get in the comment section and let me know if you agree. Some people are saying that Mr. Terrific is a harmful stereotype. Yes, a harmful stereotype. I swear to you guys, you cannot make this stuff up. We will protect and respect Ironheart. Riri Williams will rally the black flag around this character, but Mr. Terrific is the harmful stereotype? Help me, guys. Help me figure this out. All right. I want to show you guys something real quick. All right. A couple of things. All right. We're going to start with the comment section of my video there. It says, toxic fans respond to token Superman character, Mr. Terrific. Keep in mind, like I said, I wrote it a specific way, but the operative part of this obviously is the question mark. It's not me making the statement, but a lot of people took it as me making the statement, even though I generously used quotations. It's not coming from me. But yet and still, I got a lot of butthurt comments, such as, I wonder how many black people will continue to like Mr. Terrific once they find out he's gay, especially since the black community is very homophobic. Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of comments like this. Stop pandering to conservatives. I guarantee if this were a Mr. Terrific movie, you'd be seeing all the familiar hate. Stop pandering to conservatives, bro. It's disgusting. It sounds like somebody is hurt because I took away their exclusive victim card. This person is upset because I was proving that the DC universe did not do what the MCU, Disney, what Star Wars, what they do with their marketing when they go specifically to black people to shield themselves from any real criticism that you might give to their subpar projects. That's what the point is, man. It's not about pandering. But if you want to pander, you can pander to these nizzards. Bro, I'm not even thinking about you, man. But anyway, thank you for the comment. Thanks for the views. I mean, yeah, because you commented twice. So that means that you contributed twice to my viewage. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I love you. You're adorable. Bring that cheek over here. So adorable. And you know, guys, one of the things that I've heard also is that Mr. Terrific, the actor who plays him, Eddie Gathetti, I don't know how you pronounce his name, guys. I got to practice that. But I hear that he's taking some criticism because he's not Black American, so he shouldn't be playing this Black American superhero. Uh, okay, I might agree with you if you had that same level of energy for Henry Cavill, who is British when he played Superman. Millie Alcock is about to play Supergirl. She's British. Christian Bale played Batman. He's British. Robert Pattinson played Batman. He's British. I mean, come on, bro. Half the cast of The Walking Dead is not American. You know, that's why they call it acting. As a matter of fact, the guy who plays Lex Luthor, Nicholas Hoult, uh, he's British too. So do you have that same fire? Huh? I don't think so. What is it, just for Black people? I don't get it, man. I mean, if this is something that matters, like I said, I don't want to be the only one who feels this way. Get in the comment section and let me know. Is it problematic? Number one, is Mr. Terrific a harmful stereotype? Number two, is it problematic that the actor who's playing Mr. Terrific is not American born? Personally, I don't think so. But the comment section is there for your opinions, right? So the harmful stereotype part, let me just read something about the character of Mr. Terrific. It says here, before he became a superhero, he already possessed 14 PhDs. 14, man, 14 PhDs, two in engineering and physics, including assorted doctorates and masters and degrees in law, psychology, chemistry, political science, computer science, rocket science, and mathematics. Yeah, that sounds like a stereotype to me. Yeah, definitely shucking and jiving on that one. 14 PhDs. A self made millionaire, multimillionaire with a high tech firm called Cyberware, later Halt Holdings Inc. He is also an Olympic level athlete and master martial artist. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want my kid to be emulating this. This is out of the question, man. I'd rather definitely rather him see him uh emulating Lil Nas X or something like that. Yeah. It can't have this. Absolutely not. Yeah, but this is what some people are running with, guys. Let me expand also, okay? I have this here. This is an article in the nerdist.com, and it says the real world, and we ain't talking about MTV. Is the real world actually still on, by the way? I know the Jersey Shore kind of took over that lane, but do they still do the real world on MTV? I don't know. That's going way back, you know, Generation X, man. The real world impact of Mr. Terrific in Superman. We're finally getting to see one of the coolest, smartest, and most brilliant minds in DC Comics hit the big screen. Michael Holt, aka Mr. Terrific. Not only is he an intellectual powerhouse, but he also represents a crucial facet of Black STEM that would be science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Not backspinning. Excellence. In James Gunn's new Superman movie, Eddie Cathegi's portrayal showcases his intellect, power, and ingenuity. He's also a major player in helping Superman save the world. This kind of visibility matters far beyond films, entertainment, and comic books. Now, we haven't seen many heroes, super or otherwise, or even villains who are primarily STEM based characters. Why is this important, you ask? Why is this important? Because it can shift aspirations, challenge stereotypes, not join stereotypes, indulge in stereotypes, but to challenge stereotypes and even influence industry practices. Why is it important? Because it can shift aspirations, challenge stereotypes, and even influence industry practices. Okay, that goes to all of you who like to say, oh, it's just TV. It's just a movie. It's just a song. Guys, it was never that. Do you understand? Everything is about influence. I love it when people say, you know, the internet, it's not real life. It's not real life. Bro, everything is about influence. Everything is about thought control. Everything is about social experiment. I mean, that's the reason why they call it social media, bro. You understand? It's like when you go out into the street, you don't have to see people calling each other the N word all over the place, you know? But these people are damn sure on the internet. They're seeing the same things that you and I are seeing. And if you constantly see Black people doing dumb stuff at the Waffle House, yeah, you're going to have your little biases. You know what I mean? Your little bigotry and things like that. It's just human nature, man. We're all human. And that's why they call it social media. That's what it's all about, man. So stop thinking that this is just harmless stuff. Everything that you see on TV means something. This is the reason why uh when your child sees their favorite rapper braiding their hair, they might want to braid their hair. They might want to sag their pants. They might want to wear their pants backwards if you're going way, way back in the day. Certain shoes they might want to wear. Why do you think Nikes blew up the way they did? Because they saw their favorite athletes wearing them. It's all about influence. It means something. So when you see Mr. Terrific and he's super smart and he's doing all these things, it means something. So moving on. It says here, let me just skip down in here because I don't want to read all this, right? Uh, all right. It says, this is where Mr. Terrific on the big screen comes in, a visible example of a person of color who embodies scientific brilliance, resilience, and moral conviction. Studies show that seeing someone like you in a field correlates with greater interest and persistence. All right, so it's not just a matter of seeing someone who looks like you. We hear people say that all the time. I want to see something who looks like me, someone who looks like me. You know, you just don't want to see someone who looks like you. It matters how you see them, like what they're doing. You can see someone who looks like you, like I said, fighting at the Waffle House. You can see them running through a department store, smashing and grabbing. But it makes a big difference to see someone who is doing something positive, not someone who's stealing, not someone who's lying, not someone who's robbing. But enough about Riri Williams. All right. We're talking about Mr. Terrific here, right? It makes a big difference. Let me just finish this up here. Let's see here. What I love about Superman is how it leans all the way into the show don't just tell mantra when it comes to Michael Holt's genius. The film steers clear of the usual pitfalls that often snag Black intellectual characters in genre stories. Gunn doesn't reduce Mr. Terrific to a walking supercomputer or a glorified IT guy for superheroes. Instead, we get to watch his T-Spears operate as living extensions of his mind. Holt proves his brilliance through hands-on problem solving and innovation. His character isn't one-sided or just spitting out tech jargon. He's cracking dry jokes, revealing different sides of his personality, and standing shoulder to shoulder with Superman and Lois to take down Lex and his crew. The film grants him true agency, letting his own ethical dilemmas and decisions drive key moments. That's precisely what gives Mr. Terrific on screen such real-world impact. Seeing a Black STEM superhero take center stage isn't just important for fans or indie projects, it matters on the biggest screen possible. With this portrayal, Mr. Terrific's presence carries far beyond the new DC movie universe. It sparks thought, inspires ideas, and expands possibilities, contributing to the hope and potential of future generations. Guys, what is there to not like about that? But yet and still, we have people saying that Mr. Terrific is a harmful stereotype, guys. You see how we get in our own way? We want a champion once again. We want a champion, Ironheart, Riri Williams, who lied, who stole, who murdered, and ultimately made a deal with the devil and probably won't get to resolve that storyline because there won't be a season 2, or it's highly unlikely. But this is what we label a harmful stereotype. Guys, I knew there was going to be a problem with this. When I first saw it, I wondered, how are we going to perceive this? You know what I mean? And unfortunately, what it is it seems like we wait to see how they're going to perceive it. And if they don't have a problem with it, I guess now we got to have a problem with it, or too many of us. Because like I said, In my comment section, you see a lot of Black people who like Mr. Terrific. They want to see more Mr. Terrific. These are the same people who understood the importance of Black Panther T'Challa. You know, it's very important to have these images who are excelling, who are accomplishing things, who have a higher moral code. You know, they're human, they have human frailties, but at the end of the day, they are good guys. And that's what we should be enjoining. But guys, I've said enough. It's your turn to get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this. Do you really think that Mr. Terrific is a harmful stereotype? Admittedly, I didn't read the comic, you know? So they're saying he didn't talk like he did in the comic. But I didn't find anything wrong with the way he spoke, even if it was different than what he spoke in the comic. Keep in mind, in this movie, you're watching a movie where Superman says, dude. You're watching a movie where Supergirl says, later, bitch. This is James Gunn, right? This is the way he writes. This is the way he presents his characters. It's a little bit different in this particular DC universe. So stop trying to boil everything down to it's a harmful stereotype. Is that a harmful stereotype for white people? That Superman says, dude, we might have a problem with that. Historically, I don't think Superman says, dude. He doesn't speak like that in the comic. Just like you're saying, Mr. Terrific doesn't speak like that in the comic. He speaks like that in the movie. But anyway, guys, like I said, I've said enough. Get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about all of this. As always, you can like, you can share, you can subscribe, and of course, you can contribute through the super thanks feature on each and every one of my videos. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for putting up with me. I will catch you on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.